Hi guys, a few weeks back before Christmas I bought 4 radio controlled cars. I think it was 4 or 5 in the charity shops. They were all 99 pence or £1 each, but none of them had controllers. 2 of them were 2.4 gigahertz and the others were 27 megahertz. That one was 2.4 gigahertz. I ordered replacement transmitter and receiver packs or sets off AliExpress and had quite a few problems with them. I'll put links in the video description so you can go back and have a look at them. But in the end, I gave up and put an old 27 megahertz receiver in this one just so we could actually run it. That works, but you get fairly limited range with the old 27 megahertz. So another thing that I had talked about doing was buying another car and using it as a donor. This one was in the charity shop for £5 with the controller. Even got lights. So the plan is to use this one as a donor, take the receiver out of that one, stick it in there, and see if we can get that one running on 2.4 gigahertz. Gigahertz? Yes, 2.4G. So that's the plan. So say that cost me a £5. A replacement transmitter and receiver from AliExpress, once you've paid for postage and that, is about the same price, if not more. So if the car is important to you and you want to get it running again and you've lost the controller or broken it or you've burnt out the receiver or something like that, then finding another one in a charity shop is probably the cheapest option. Just use it as a donor, take the bits out, swap them over. But we're not going to do that in this video. What we're going to do in this video, because when I put the 27 megahertz receiver in this one, I used JST connectors to connect everything up. So that's our battery, steering, drive motor, and that should... Oh, I've screwed it in place. Where's a screwdriver? Right, unscrew that one. So there we go. That one lifts off. Oh, because we don't need this great long antenna. Because the 2.4 gig won't need it. But what we're going to do is a lazy hobby grade conversion. What I have here is a Fly Sky receiver, hobby grade receiver, with a bit of blue tack stuck on it. So that works to that hobby grade controller. And then we have 2 ESCs, electronic speed controllers. One will control the steering motor and the other will control the drive motor. So it will be hobby grade. It won't have a proper hobby grade servo doing the steering, but it will still be proportional steering up to a point. It just won't be quite as perfect. So all we need to do, that one's going to go to the battery. It's a splitter because I need a separate power feed for each ESC, and then the receiver is powered from the ESC. So that's going to go in there. That one I've put a B on it to indicate that one has a brake on it, which means you go fast forwards, if you slam it in reverse, it doesn't go in reverse, it stops. And then you have to go into reverse to go backwards. You'll see what I mean when I try driving it. I find it quite frustrating, actually. For this sort of car, you don't need it at all. But that just happens to be, that's what that receiver is. And then, that ESC. And then this one will be for the steering, where you definitely don't want a brake on it, because if you turn right and then you can't turn left immediately afterwards, you've got a problem. Power, these ESCs can handle a 2S LiPo. In fact, they can just handle a 3S if you're gentle with it. So instead of using 3 1.5 volt batteries at giving us 4.5 volts total, I can use a couple of lithium-ion batteries, which are 3.7 volts each, or 4.2 freshly charged. So they actually give us about 8 volts. So they're in there, and then that one is a dummy. It's just a straight through, because I don't want to run it on a 3S, I just want to run it on 2S. Okay, that's on. I won't put the cover back on just yet, because we'll make sure that we're going in the right direction. Okay. Yes. Yeah, if I just go forwards and then sling it in reverse, you'll see it doesn't go backwards. You have to come back to the middle and then go backwards. So it acts as a brake, and it also stops you slinging it straight into reverse. And then steering, right, left. So that's all the right way round. Which makes a change. Just for now, we'll just try and crush it all in there. That's going to be a bit of a mess, isn't it? We've got a fair bit of space. I think I might 3D print some of these, because they're breaking in. Okay, that'll do, just the two of them. Everything clear of the wheels? Yeah. Right, we'll put that on the floor and give it a quick run. Because the advantage of this is you've got much better range. And of course, as I say, we've got proportional steering and throttle. Because the problem with this one, when I had it on toy grade, was I had trouble keeping it going straight, because you go straight on full power when you actually have just an on-off button for power. Whereas on this one, We can go slow. If I was any good at it, we could go drifting with it. Anyway, that's it, job done. I'll probably do a video of it out in a skate park or something so we can get a decent idea of the range and that. And then we'll downgrade it again by swapping the bits out from this one. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.